Martin Scorsese hates your top 10 list. He doesn't want to see them. Here is his quote. "I've tried to make lists over the years of films I personally feel are my favorites, whatever that means." And then you find out that the word favorite has different levels. Films that have impressed you the most, as opposed to films you just like to keep watching, as opposed to those you keep watching and learning from or experiencing anew. So they're varied, and I'm always sort of against 10 best lists. Here's the thing, Mr. Marty. I kind of agree with you, to be honest. A lot of people sometimes make their top 10 list to be a big deal. I know Letterboxd has done it on their whole thing. They have the whole idea of a favorite four. But sometimes, picking a top 10 movies, a top 5 movies, that's not a easy task. I'm sure you've been in that conversation before where someone asked you, "Hey, what's your favorite movie? All right, what's your top 3, your top 5?" And you're like, "Well, what the heck? I can't do that." Because then you're like, "Okay, let me say, Finding Nemo." And they're like, "You think Finding Nemo's better than Citizen Kane? What the hell's wrong with you? You're not a film bro. You're not a cinephile. You suck." I feel like, me personally, I often find myself prefacing, "Okay, would you want my top 5 favorite films or what films I think are the best?" Because there is a big difference there. Take the Big Daddy, Citizen Kane, the one that a lot of people point to as the best movie. A lot of people say Citizen Kane's the best movie, and if you've seen it, it is a phenomenal movie, a terrific movie. However, there are a lot more films that I personally connect with, films that I enjoy watching, films that I personally are better for me because of personal experiences and things like that. And I think that's important to keep in mind when it comes to talking about your favorite films. The fact that certain personal experiences in our lives are going to make us like certain films more so than others. It's the same reason why it makes sense that a lot of women like Barbie more than a lot of men, because the experiences going into that movie very much can affect how much you like it. I do think, though, that top 10 lists, top 5 lists, all that stuff, I think that is a fun way to get a good gauge for other people's movies, for what people are interested in, what kind of genres, different things like that. So I like hearing people's opinions on what they like, what they don't like, blah, 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 things like that. But I think what's important is we shouldn't judge people for their list because they like one movie or they don't like this movie, or, oh, they like Toy Story 3. Oh, well, Toy Story 3 is not better than Interstellar, so you nerd, you're not the bro. A bit of a shorter video for today, but I gotta ask you, Martin Scorsese, you might want to click off the video right now. What are your top 10 lists, baby? Give me your top 10. This is your chance to comment your list a judgment-free zone. You can say frickin' Fantasy Island, the Emoji Movie as your top 10, and I'll be like, the heart likes what the heart likes. You're wrong, but the heart likes what the heart likes. I won't judge you. Let me know your top 10, your top 4, just a movie you really like. I won't judge you. Martin Scorsese, man's a genius, and it makes sense. He's got some valid points on movies. Wow. Who would have thought? Thanks for watching. I make a new video every single day. You're not going to want to miss a single one. They're all bangers. Let's do it. Tomorrow's, it's going to be way better than this one. I'm just saying. I haven't recorded it yet. I don't know what I'm talking about yet, but it's going to be better. Trust me.